pandas, and welcome back. This is going to be our first video since I landed back in the hometown, the home country. I don't know if this counts as my hometown, but I am really excited to get out there and see what sort of treasures we can find in the trash. Hello. We're going to do our best to make some money, have some fun while doing it, and hopefully maybe even find some treasure that we can rescue before sending it off to that great landfill in the sky. So thanks for coming along to check it out. Always glad to have you here, and let's see how this goes. Hello? There's no way. The box says Vitamix, but there's just no way someone tossed a Vitamix. No, Vitamix doesn't have plastic bits down here. There it is. Hamilton Beach. What is this? Oh, it's a toaster. Well, your boy's not looking for a toaster. But also not really looking for 2 vacuums. I mean, the fact that they're in... Yeah, I don't know. But I am interested in seeing what else we've got. Decently heavy piece of aluminum. Huh. A music box. A flashy light. Yeah, that's a remake. Well, this one's already ripped open. Well, that's not what you want. Ew. Got a little bit of scrap. One. Oh, this thing doesn't have the lid. The food processor was kind of the exciting part to me. And this thing's got a crack in it. So, unfortunately, we're going to leave those there because the quality is just not there for me. Next. Ooh. 1 can, 2 can. And an onion bag. Nah, I don't want to use the onion bag. That'll do. Need a couple more. Oh, yeah. Over here. This one is usually not worth the time, so I didn't start recording, but I pulled these out and they had cans, and then there's like, well, you saw. Today was all right in here. Oh, that's an ashtray. Oh, that's... Now that is the sound of victory. Shall we? Yep, that's pretty good. One moment, please. Well, slam dunk on that one, I would say. Part 2. See a bunch of junk that definitely should be in the garbage bin. Okay. It's a good one. I like it. Yeah, forget it. We'll come back to this one and maybe do a little cleanup. And Dan? People being lazy. Ooh. Over here we see a table. No leaf, no legs, but it's a table. And then on this side, we've got a, this thing is way too light. There's no brass on that. Faux sheepskin blanket. Nothing. Whew. Nothing. Maybe. Well, this is recycling. This is no organics and styrofoam. That's too heavy to be recycling. Where's my wire? Next. Now here's something I don't normally talk about. Breakfast. Last night, I decided I really wanted some prime rib and I wanted to know how to cook it. I'd never done it before. So I grabbed myself a sirloin tip roast and did it up all gorgeous with a lot of butter and fresh herbs and salt and pepper and oh my gosh, and I cooked it like a prime rib and look, I know what you're thinking, okay? I know. It's this Thub! You can't take a sirloin tip and just call it prime rib. They're not the same thing. And I mean, yes, you'd be right. However, one of them costs $75 and the other one costs less than $30. So there's a certain advantage to just lying to yourself so you can get basically the same thing. Now I know full well it's not the exact same thing. It doesn't have the same depth of flavor and it doesn't have the nice soft chunks of fat. But the other thing I know is that this morning I had these beautiful slabs of buttery, herb-crusted, salted, soft, tender pink meat. It's like 4 steaks just sitting there waiting for me, called leftovers. And I got to say, man, that's a pretty fine breakfast. Sirloin tip or rib eye or whatever. It's good eating, and I'm really proud of how it turned out. I'm gonna do it again. What else we got? Let's go look. Now here we have the contested cans. A name made up by me. Because I'm not the only one who checks these. In fact, so far as I can tell, I'm usually the last person to check these. Hello. Oh. Huh. One of the worst chairs I've ever seen. There's nothing good about that. Containers. What else? What else? Great Wizard of Oz nail polish. Tylenol. Expires 2015. Hello, beautiful. Oh, hi. Oh, we got some bottles. A turner and what looks like a drawer liner. Super Fresco Easy. Paste the wall. Neat. Bamboo bathtub caddy. Eh. Someone would buy that. Chrome cast. Just the box. Must be. No, it's in there. Okay, weird. Then I'm going to assume they're not valuable. But I'm still taking it with me. Even more handles, wowee. You know what? There's 4 of them. We might as well, eh? Kind of a nice frame. A bunch of letters and stickers from Michaels. Came looking for treasures. I'd say that counts. I'd say we move along. I hear... I could do a lot worse. Oh. Alrighty. I see some gross dust that I probably don't want to breathe. These Echo shoes. They need a cleanup, but they don't look that bad. And that's a decent piece of aluminum. Not sure how to get that out. Scrap aluminum. Another one of those. Hey, you could do worse. Seems to be the theme of today. Well, it's not nothing. Okay, let's have a look-see in this one. I wouldn't mind finding like a briefcase full of money. But barring that, I would accept a whole pile of bottles. Hello. A motherboard with a processor and some RAM. Okay. It's getting a bit better. Bunch of wire, that's alright. Oh, hello. Big collection of keys. Keys are good, they're mostly brass, so that counts. Hi. I'm not bad. Just digging for treasures.
Always surprised at what crap people throw away.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't surprise me anymore.
No, I can't not. You've probably seen it.
I've seen a lot of it, yeah. Thankfully, no dead bodies yet.
That's always important. Enjoy your day.
Oh, I will. You too, sir.
I shall.
Right. Vibrams, Insulate. What's that? Prospector boot. It's actually a pretty good one. I would take that if I found the other one. Oh, I'd love to find the other one. Oof. There it is. Oh, some solid boots. They look a bit big for me, unfortunately, but we'll see. Alrighty, well, a briefcase full of cash that was not, but a box packed full of scrap wire bears a certain similarity in my world. Nice. Next one. Holy balls. There we are. The day's not so bad. Well, it certainly could be worse. Well, there's a couple in there, and I don't need that. But these, those are interesting. Lots of life left before the wear bar. Like that one's donezo, but the rest of these, those look great. Somebody wants these, I guarantee it. Okay, on second thought, this one's actually got really uneven wear down on one side. This one has some like big chunky holes in the tread where a repair was obviously done. So between the fact that I'm not, and they're like, they got cracks all throughout them. So it's mostly the cracks, but also the repair and the uneven wear. I don't think it's fair to try and sell these. I think these are valuable to somebody who can use them, but they're not the right size for my vehicle. So I think for me, moving on and leaving them to somebody who could really use them is the right choice here. Trash fairies, what you say? Oh, someone made a mess in here. What is that now? Thank you, trash fairies, for taking care of me. Hey. Oh, sweet. This one's like almost completely disassembled. I can get down with that. Next. Oof. Styrofoam is not recycling. God. Well, I've made quite a mess, but wait and see what I do for my next trick. There you see. Shoes. Not too bad. And Dan. That is a lot of pancake mix. And graham crumbs. I'm doubly confused. I don't know how you end up with so many boxes of the same thing without using it. Or how you determine that it's recycled. Smells terrible. Don't want it. This one. Oh! I already see a bag of recycling smiling at me. We're getting close to the end, boys and girls. Don't feel like it. There you go. Not a bad little haul. Also came with 3 of these cold brew coffees, unopened, sealed, blah, blah, blah. And they're not expired yet. My guess is somebody really wanted to try them and got a really good deal on like a bunch of them. I also really want to try them, so, you know, that worked out for both of us. This is going to be the last one. And hello. That's a BMX. It's rusty. Yeah, like it's good and rusty. Wow, it's not that bad. You know, it's got brakes. Like, I bet you if I just find some pedals, I can make a go of this. It's not even that heavy. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. It's coming together. Now this one is stacked right up. I know for a fact there's bottles and cans. I can see them right on top. Oh, it's not sticking. Overall, not too bad. The piece de resistance. Capex. There we go. Job done. What a cool end of the day. Let's get home and see if we can finish the day with an empty car. I would love that. Well, we're back, and if you ask me, I'd say today was a pretty good day. I mean, as far as bottles go, we didn't set any records, but we managed to feed the kids, so the rest of it was just gravy, and there's quite a bit of gravy. Want to have a look? I'm not sure what's the most exciting, but there are a few things, and I find them exciting. Here they are. So this box of scrap, this is a pretty decent-sized box of scrap. It's mostly wire, and it needs to be, like, sorted and cleaned and whatever. Only one string of Christmas lights. But in addition to all the wire, we've got some pieces of aluminum, which is a nice little add-on. We got some chunks of copper and brass, and then we got some tech bits of RAM and some processor. One processor. Overall, nice and easy. I like it. And then the rest of the junk. Okay, so this one is pretty jazzy, I got to say, because no, it's not great right now, but it's good enough. It has potential. I can fix this. I can bring this back to life. I can restore this to the land of the living. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. Then we've got... now this is just a frame. You can see everything you need to see just from this like texture down here. Over here, so there's 4 of these indoor doorknobs. I hope 4 is enough for somebody, but I feel like these should be pretty easy to sell at a good price. And then the Chromecast. I don't know who needs one of these days, but I guess if you don't have a smart TV, this sort of like does the job instead. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what it does, but it's in the box and I'm gonna try and sell it. Then we've got a total of 3 sets of shoes. These are not gonna fit me, unfortunately, because they're size 12, and that's too big, and I'm pretty sure these are also size 12. But they're all in great shape, and although selling shoes isn't the easiest thing, I'm just gonna donate them, and someone's going to end up with them, and they're going to be happy. Then these, I haven't tried them yet. We're going to find out if a cold brew coffee is really that good, but a lot of people seem to be tossing out bottles, so it can't be that bad. Speaking of bottles, I'm really happy with this. It needs to be cleaned up. I don't think there's a deposit on it. I just think it's cool. Then we've got some more crap to donate. This is the scrapbooking junk, and over here, a set, 2 speakers, 1 subwoofer, all complete in the box and ready to rock. You can't really sell those used for a whole lot, but they sell pretty easily, I've found. Overall, I'm going to say I'm pretty pleased with the way this turned out. So we're putting a pin in it and calling it done. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you joining me on these trashy adventures, and I look forward to letting you know how it all turns out with this stuff. More adventures coming real soon. Appreciate you guys. Leave it better than you found it. Keep doing the thing.